Alright, so I'm making this video because this is going to be my presentation for CS210 for my final project and portfolio website. So first off, I would like to just talk about what I started with. I built like a base of my initial idea for a website. I didn't end up keeping this transition to a video that plays that I completely made myself. I used some stock footage and I edited it all in Adobe Premiere. I had it compressed so that it would play smoothly on most devices that are powerful enough to render a video like this on a web page. I kept the nav bar idea because I had been working on this nav bar for a while. It just smoothly has a dark box go across the screen just to tint everything and add more focus to the nav right here. And right now it scrolls. I'm gonna have to squish everything because I added a contact page. I was thinking about getting rid of this, but maybe I'll keep it for mobile devices because that would be nice to have for mobile devices, even though I still have to. I think I'm gonna add media queries and make it change to a horizontal nav bar for mobile. And so yeah, that's why it scrolls, is because I have to squish these in. But yeah, my website has a lot of it pretty much done. Everything just needs to be a little bit more fine-tuned. I fine-tuned pretty much all of this stuff. I just need to fine-tune the new stuff that I added, like the contact page, like the stuff that I added recently. And I have a simple kind of color scheme, red and a gray and white and dark grays. And when you hover over each section, it just adds a little bit of title, shadow, multiple shadows going across right here, and they slowly grow. When it comes to like really hard things, these were pretty difficult actually to get to work. I initially had them so that they expanded from the center, but now it grows kind of like, and it moves to the right. Yeah, these were hard because there's a lot of moving parts to it in a way. First off, I added, I believe, filters to these pictures, maybe some other pictures, I don't remember. You have the title, you have this line. I just used a div and gave it rules to make a rectangle. And then the hard thing was just positioning everything and telling everything to have a certain display in a certain position in the CSS. And then I could finally fine-tune each one so that this one has certain positioning for each element, this element, this element, this element. The main reason I have these is just because they add a little bit more to the page, you know. They add another way to navigate the page, which is nice. I'll make it so that on mobile maybe it makes them stacked on top of each other like this, or they'll just be not there at all. And then down here, when you hover down here on the footer, some shadow come out, just a little style right there. You got contact right here, which sends an email to me, and then just a little copyright thing. I remember these also expanded from the middle, but now I had a problem with that. It would move. I had to tell them to have a different kind of position so that they wouldn't move each other when you hovered over them and they grew. I worked really hard, fine-tuned the nav bar. That's the main thing. And yeah, the nav bar, I'm very happy how it came out to be. It has these abstract icons come out of the background, and they zoom in over in the background of the text you're hovering over, and then a little text shadow comes out, and I have this little ribbon kind of, it's a div acting as a shape, head to tell the position for each one of these. The main thing that I'm really proud that I got working is that, like, when you hover over this, it opens the nav bar. It was something one of my friends told me to do. He was like, why don't you just have it, instead of clicking on it, you just have it hover, and then it opens. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'll try that actually. And after a couple hours, I got it to finally work. I did it by telling it that when the mouse enters this area right here, this dark square, it closes the nav bar, which is more complicated than it sounds, I guess. But yeah, and so yeah, I did multiple pages. I went with a home page just to introduce myself, talk about things, talk about my goals, and then each page has a different video. I had a lot of fun making these videos. They're nice they add a lot to the page, in my opinion. They make it look really, really nice and professional in a way. My goal here was to just have a nice presentable website that would be really nice to show to an employer and really impress them and show them how like versatile I am with different things. Like, you know, this shows both organization and coding and understanding understanding video editing and knowing how to make it all blend together, and it's really, really fun. Graphic design too, so this is where I used my tables to organize my different skills and different digital skills, computer skills. And then I talk about an internship I did during my last year of high school here with another neat little video right here and then you scroll down, and there's a lot of information I put. It took a lot of time to get this together. I even have links, so not all of the bottom links down here link to other pages on the site. They actually link to external sources and websites like YouTube if I want to explain something. So it's always cool to bring some extra flavor into it. My main goal for this portfolio is just to have something that's really, really good to show, really positive, strong piece of evidence to show that I'm a hard worker and I can get something really, really that's out of my league done with strong determination and really, really hard work and a lot of work. I've been working on it for feels like 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, and it's probably only been 2 or 3 weeks, but I am exhausted. It's taken a lot of work, taken a lot out of me, but I'm gonna keep on going until I get it completely done in the future, even past this term, because I love this website. I honestly love it. It's I'm very passionate about this kind of stuff. I'm very passionate about my work, especially when I enjoy it and I feel like it's an amazing thing to show to an employer, for example, in the future.